Hello. Half of the world population cannot live a happy life because they have genuine reasons for which they are unhappy. Now, it could be that they live below poverty line or they live above poverty line, but still they cannot even meet the basic necessities of their lives like food, clothing, shelter, or they have other genuine reasons to be unhappy. I can understand that. But the other 50% of the world population who have got good reasons to be happy, still there are many people even in this category, they don't live happy, they find excuses to live unhappy life. These excuses can be, it's a big list of excuses, but let me share a couple of them or two or three of them. One, like if somebody breaks up in relationship with these people, then they go into depression, as if the world has come to an end, as if the person who broke up relationship was the only person available on the planet to have relationship with. Nobody else is there to have relationship with. And I'm just randomly taking these examples just to tell you that how people find excuses to be unhappy. Now this example I'm going to take relates to countries like India. Say a boy or girl breaks this news in the family, I love somebody and I want to marry that person, but the person belongs to a different caste. Finish. Many families in India and similar countries, the whole family will go into depression. Marrying in another caste, can you believe what a big tragedy that is? What a huge excuse, or live the next few months in unhappiness. And the story doesn't end over there. Supposing this person said, that person I want to marry belongs to another religion, then you had it. The mother would try to commit suicide. How people find reasons or excuses to be unhappy. There are so many people, they go into depression just because they did not get a promotion they were expecting. This list can go on and on. Please don't be such a person. If you have good reasons to be happy, just be happy. Don't find these stupid excuses to live an unhappy life. Live happy. God has given us this beautiful life, and if due to our past karma we do not live a life which has got genuine sorrow, then don't find such excuses to be unhappy. Live a happy life. You can give to others only what you have got. If you are a poor person, you cannot help anybody financially. If you are homeless, you cannot shelter anybody. Similarly, if you yourself do not have happiness in your life, can you give happiness to anybody? All that you will be giving and spreading around is unhappiness, sorrow. So don't be such a person. Again, I hope and I pray that you don't have any genuine reason to be unhappy. If so, please find your reasons to be happy and be happy. When I count my blessings, I come up with a huge list of reasons why I should be happy. I have just handpicked 5 of them, and I'm going to share those with you. Maybe you qualify for all these 5 reasons that I have listed as my topmost. Maybe not, but you may have your own 5 reasons. So find your 5 reasons and be happy, live a happy life. My name is Pradeep Muzoomdar. Welcome to Sathvikh, my YouTube channel, and sathvikh.com, my website, where I share secrets of living healthy, wealthy and happy. You can be as healthy as you wish, as wealthy as you wish, and as happy as you wish. All that you need to know are some secrets of living a healthy, wealthy and happy life. And that is what I share in my videos. So If you would like, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned to my videos, and also spread my videos. You never know, somebody might benefit. Thank you for the rest of his or her life. My reason number 1 to be happy in life: my competent body. Millions and millions of people in this world are physically challenged, handicapped. Obesity is increasing day by day. In United States alone, 40% of population are either overweight, too fat, or even obese. Most of these people, they cannot drive, when in this country driving is such a necessity. Most of these people cannot run, cannot even walk half a mile. Can you believe, if you have a competent body, what a blessing that is? You have a huge reason to live a happy life. Few years back, if you got laid off, lost your job, chances are you had no way to find a work, make some money. But thanks to the technology of today's, thanks to the smartphone and app-based opportunities, all that you need is a competent body, and you have opportunities in abundance. Take for example the delivery job. Today, when millions and millions of people, they want everything delivered at their doorstep, the demand for delivery person is increasing like anything. Restaurant food, grocery, non-grocery, anything that you want, people want now. Most people want those delivered to your home. So that is giving opportunity of working as delivery person, and that is good money. I myself did it as a side hustle for a couple of years. I did Amazon delivery. It's good money. A 3-hour block of delivering packages pays at least $50. So if you have time, if you do 2 of these a day, you make $100, $3,000 a month, which is an average salary of America. I'm just telling, if you don't have a job, if you lose a job, even delivery opportunity is so much. All that you need is a competent body to be able to do such a work. Even you can get cars on rent, so that's also not an issue. So I'm just giving an example, and this is not all, or making money is not all that I'm talking of. There is a tons of things that you can do. All that you need is a competent body. So if you have a competent body, count your blessing, feel blessed, be happy. Make that one big reason of your being happy, and be happy. Sound mind and functioning brain. That is another huge blessing. Millions and millions of people in this world are mentally challenged. Many of them are of unsound mind, and many other similar issues or even diseases like Alzheimer, dementia, and so many, where people cannot use their brains properly, normally. So if you have a sound mind, a functioning brain, what a huge blessing that is, and consider that as a huge reason to be happy and live happy. Power of brain. I don't know whether you know this. Brain has got tremendous power. I came to know about power of brain when I was in 9th grade. Until then, I was very poor in studies. I mean, this friend actually was my friend from tuition classes, so who actually was in another school. So he once told me, can you do square, can you calculate square, that is, of any two-digit number, that is, say 17 times 17, 43 times 43, can you do that in your mind, that is without using a pen, paper, calculator? I said, I cannot, and I hardly think anybody can. So he said, I can. And I tested him. I gave him two-digit numbers, and he could tell me the square of that without any paper, pen, calculator. So I told him, if that's the case, then I should also be able to do. Give me 2-3 days time. In our next tuition class, which is 2-3 days from today, I'm sure I will, find it out. And next 2-3 days, I was completely on it. I did everything that I could to find out how you can do that, in your mind. And I got it. Say any two-digit number like 17. First break it up into 2, 10 and 7. 10 square is 100, 7 square is 49. Add them, that becomes 149. Now, multiply the first number with the second number, 10 into 7, that is 70. Then multiply that with 2, that is 140. So 149 plus 140 is 289, and that is 17 square. 17 times 17 is 289. Let's take one more example. 43 square, that means 43 times 43. Let's break the number 43 into 2. 40 and 3. 40 square is 1600. 3 square is 9. Add them together, that gives you 1609. Now, 40 times 3 times 2. So 40 multiplied by 3 is 120. That multiplied by 2 is 240. So now we have got 1609 and 240. So if you add them, that becomes 1849. So 43 square, which means 43 times 43 is 1849. So I told him, when he tested me, I told him, and that's it. So that was not all. I did not feel too proud about that I could find it out. But in the second semester of 9th grade, when I came to know that in our algebra book, it was that the formula, was there, a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square. That is when I understood how he got it, how he learned it. He had, in his school, this equation, this chapter was taught in the first semester. That's how he knew. But I found it out on my own. So that was the day I understood the power of brain. Until then, I was thinking, great are those people who came up with all these equations and formulas in mathematics, in chemistry, physics. But when I found out that before I came across a plus b whole square is a square plus 2ab plus b square, I had myself done it few months before I saw that formula. That means we can do all this. Our brains are capable of doing miracles. So that is the power of brain. So this is another reason I'm so happy to have a sound mind and a functioning brain. We can use it and achieve whatever we want. So if you have a sound mind, a functioning brain, be happy. Be happy, because not everybody has got. My reason number 3 to live a happy life. I am well above the basic necessity life. So you have heard about poverty line, but what is basic necessity line? Basic necessity line are those people whose household income is barely enough to meet the basic necessities for their families, like food, clothing, shelter. They have no more money to do anything other than that. Like they might not have enough money to vacation. They don't have money to save for their retirement, save for future. They might not have money to have a second property, investment property, a second home. They might not have money even for something that comes up as an emergency, a big expenditure, something, and that can go on and on. So how much above the basic necessity line do you live? Based on that, you should be happy. If you live comfortably above basic necessity line, if your household income allows you to go for vacations with family, allows you to have investment property, allows you to save significantly for your retirement in future, and so on and so forth, that much you should be happy. I'm telling you, many people, millions and millions of people live well above basic necessity line, and I would tell you have no reason to be unhappy. You're living so well above basic necessity line. Why should you be unhappy? But these are those people who find all types of excuses to live an unhappy life. So please, if you are fortunate enough to live above basic necessity line, the more above that line you live, the more you should be happy. So make that as your reason to be happy and be happy. My reason number 4 to live a happy life is I live in a free country. Now, free country does not mean everything is free, I don't have to pay. By free country, I mean my freedom. I have freedom. I have freedom of speech. I have freedom of press. I have freedom to choose and practice any religion that I want. I have freedom to choose any profession that I would like. I have freedom to live wherever I want in this country. I have freedom to work wherever I want in this country. There are so many freedoms over here. And not only that, the country is also good economically, politically stable. There are many countries that has got no economic stability, no political stability. There are countries that are devastated by wars. There are countries those are submerged in poverty. If you compare, there are about 300 countries in this world. How many of them, how many countries give you all those freedom, facility and everything to live a happy life? Even if you want to live a happy life, your environment, your country should give some facilities. Otherwise, how you can be? So if you live in a country where you have freedom and you have opportunities, you have stability, that is a huge reason to be happy. So this is another reason. If you live in a decent country, civilized country, count your blessing. Be happy. Reason number 5. Access to knowledge. I am so happy that I have access to wealth of knowledge. Today, if you have access to internet, if you have access to other sources of knowledge, that's such a big blessing. That's such a blessing. And you should be happy if you have that. Why I'm saying so? Because knowledge is power. Knowledge is literally everything. Do you know the difference between rich and poor? Knowledge. This difference between rich and poor is knowledge. What's the difference? The poor doesn't have knowledge how to get rich. That's the only difference. Otherwise, poor is equal to rich. What's the difference between success and unsuccess? What's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people? Knowledge. Unsuccessful people just do not have the knowledge how to be successful. You take any such opposite. What's the difference between famous people and not so famous people? Again, knowledge. They just don't know how to become famous. So everything is knowledge. What you want to achieve, if you are not able to achieve, what is lacking is knowledge. Earlier, if you go back by 100 years, knowledge was not available. Today it is so easily accessible, available. 100 years back, knowledge was not even available to everybody. Rich people, if you go back by 100 years and all I'm talking of, rich people would be rich families will be rich families, generation after generation after generation. Poor would be poor generation after generation after generation. Why? Because poor never had access to knowledge how to become rich. Today that's not the case. Anybody who wants to become rich can become rich. Anybody who wants to become successful can become successful because knowledge is available. If you take, do you know 20% of world population hold 80% of the wealth? How? Because this 20% know how to acquire knowledge. They acquire knowledge of how to make money, how to retain money. If you take all the wealth away from everybody and equally distribute it to everybody on this planet, 5 years from today, again 20% people will have 80% of the wealth. How? Because these are the 20% people, they want to make money, retain money, so they acquire knowledge how to do that, and they do it. So this is the power of knowledge. This is the beauty of knowledge. Anything you are missing and you think what you are missing, if you don't know, the answer is knowledge. So if you have access to knowledge, you have everything. You have literally everything. So that's the reason I call this as my fifth huge big reason to be happy. So to summarize, a competent body, a sound mind and functioning brain, living well above basic necessity line, living in a free country and having access to knowledge. I have rated this as my top 5 reasons to be happy. And as I told you, there are 100 other reasons. What are your reasons? You find out your reasons to be happy and be happy always. Don't find excuses to be unhappy. Be happy, live happy, spread happiness. Thank you so much for watching. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and also spread it. Let others also benefit. You never know. You send it, you forward it to somebody who this video might help change life and will thank you for rest of his or her life. So once again, thank you for watching and stay tuned to my videos and I'll see you in the next video.